how did I even get here? Hey guys, so I literally have not done a video in a long time, since last year, matter of fact. So happy new year. But it's already February, so I do feel bad that I have not posted any content for the month of January, and I just feel really bad because I got a lot of new subscribers like over Christmas break or whatever, and I wanted to be able to bring like some great content in January. Had a whole schedule, had a whole plan for everything, right? But I just was not in a correct headspace to, you know, get on camera and act like something that I wasn't really feeling. I feel like I had plans for like this great, like inspirational, positive content, and I just wasn't in that headspace mentally. Right now I'm just on my way to TJ Maxx because I want to get some ankle weights and a gym bag and probably a few gym outfits, just because like I've been wearing the same few outfits, and I feel like in order to really feel confident in the gym you gotta make sure you're wearing. So I was saying, I feel like in order to be confident in the gym, sometimes your outfits also have to feel and look good on you. Right now I'm just on my way to TJ Maxx to get those things. They usually have that stuff for pretty cheap, so that's why I'm going there. But today I just want to give you guys like a brief little life update, kind of just give you some information as to why I've been MIA. So actually in the month of December I was diagnosed with PTSD. A lot of people have PTSD and don't know it. I mean, clearly I didn't. For me, I always had like anxiety and depression and other symptoms, but it was like I never really felt like I had a concrete reason to be like depressed or have anxiety and stuff like that, and couldn't understand like what else or whatever. So I feel like actually being able to identify an issue as far as like it being like PTSD makes so much more sense to me. I feel like as I read like the symptoms and stuff like that, triggers like definitely resonated with me. I just had like a whole breakdown, and I did one video in December kind of just recapping my year or whatever, but I literally had like a whole entire breakdown to the point where I just needed like my parents, like they were the only people who could really be there for me. So I had to cut my camera off because the sun was just like way too bright when I was driving here. But I just pulled up to TJ Maxx, so I said I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna look for a few workout outfits maybe, and I'm here for ankle weights and a gym bag for sure. So I recently been diagnosed with PTSD, and that's basically just post-traumatic stress syndrome, and basically like it happens from you experiencing some type of traumatic event, and it could be something that happened, you know, early as yesterday, or it could be something that happened like years ago. As I've been in therapy, like I've been digging deeper and deeper and just realizing like a lot of my issues, they have to do with childhood. Right now I'm just kind of exploring the emotions I felt when I was little, and I have to kind of, you know, reparent and re-nurture myself through these situations, and it's been so tough. And I think that's why I have not been able to bring content, because I've been in such a nasty place. I feel like instead of actually nurturing myself, I kind of just been going around everything like, well, if you would have did this, this would have happened. If you would have did that, this could have happened. Like playing a whole bunch of what ifs, and that's not reality because it's already happened. The only thing I can do is give myself grace through these situations, as far as like situations to come and old situations, like, hey, you didn't know, you learned this, you learned that, and be able to move forward. I feel like personally for myself, in order for me to even get to this place, I had to do some deep digging, and I think my healing process kind of started with bringing my parents in kind of to what I'm going through. I shared something with them that I've never told anybody, kind of just like this secret I've been holding in forever, and it's really damaged me. I think it's damaged me because I've held on to it. It's damaged me because I didn't tell them, and they could have, you know, protected me in that situation. It was just like I kind of feared my parents growing up, because they were young and spicy. So I feared them. So instead of bringing an issue to them, I kind of just felt like I'll figure it out, even though I was little. And what can I figure out at a little age? So I feel like as I go through this process of like healing, I have to remind myself, when I think now, you know, I'm 24 years old, so I'm thinking with a 24-year-old mind. I didn't have that same insight at, you know, 8, 9, 10. So I think the biggest thing I have to do right now is just allow myself to hurt. I have to allow myself forgiveness. I have to really just love on my parts that I really hate. Like, not even, I don't want to say hate. Just really have to take the opportunity to love on myself. I feel like I've spent a lot of time hating myself. I spent a lot of time disliking myself. And I really just have to love on myself, love the flaws, and just figure out how to move forward from this. Like, when I was in church today, they kind of talked about habits, and they talked about, you know, you ever just get in a situation and you're kind of just like, how did I even get here? And it doesn't happen from like overnight. It happens from making small, unwise decisions constantly. And it only takes one bad decision for it to become a domino effect, and you just constantly making small bad decisions, and they end up multiplying into bigger things. But the thing is that I had to realize, when I make healthy, wise choices, they will also have a domino effect. And I feel like they talked about this in church also. We are rushing progress. Like, and this could be as simple as, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds. I go to the gym every single day. Okay, I got the gym thing down packed. Like, I never miss a day at the gym. I have my 1-2 off days, but back on Monday, I'm back at it there at 5 a.m. But I'm not making the wise decisions of a person who would actually want to lose 20 pounds. Sure, I make it to the gym, but that's habit. I have to create healthy habits of actually meal prepping, making good, healthy decisions when I eat, and not, you know, going to Wendy's at 9 o'clock at night and getting a cheese fry, not going to Coney every other morning and getting an omelet. Like, I have to make healthier choices in order to receive the results that I want. And it's not going to happen overnight. I have fallen into this place of life, and I just be making excuses for why I can't get shit done, and I just need to get it done. And but that starts with making small steps, and small steps would lead to bigger steps. I need you to get in your lane, sir. And I have to just embrace that. I need to be patient. I feel like God is kind of really testing my faith. Like, I feel like this is not good, but I feel like this is kind of society we live in. We just feel like what we ask for should be granted, and that's not how life works. I feel like if I have this mountain, I can pray about it, and, you know, God will just move it for me. But I kind of feel like I'm at this mountain because I've made poor decisions, but I want God to just figure it out and move things in a way to where it can just work out for my favor. But I feel like I'm in a place where I have to, you know, go up this mountain. But the great thing about God is He is always there, and He will walk up this mountain with you, and you will get through it. But I think I have to change my mindset of things aren't just gonna go away. I feel like I kind of sweep a lot of stuff under the rug, hoping it just disappeared. But when you do that, it just grows and it multiplies into something way bigger than it needs to be. So, today at church, I really just prayed with them and did a little altar call or whatever, and I really want to be intentional with my walk. Like, I don't want to be lukewarm. I don't want to be halfway Christian. I don't want to be living in the world this day and next day doing this, because I feel like that gets confusing, and then you just fall back in that habit of just doing the same bad stuff again and again. I'm not saying that I'm like striving for some type of perfection or anything. I'm just saying I'm striving to make better choices. I really want to become the person that I want to be, but I also have to ask myself of who do I want to be, and that's like, who do I want to be now, not thinking of what do I want to become, because what do you want to become is in the future, but you have to figure out who you want to be right now and what decisions do you need to make, and then you're making these decisions for the person you want to be now. You will be something in the future. It will multiply to something greater in the future, but you have to make sure you're making those wise decisions now. So I think I just want to be more intentional about decisions I make and stuff like that. I feel like I feel great today, and I feel like I am going to bring more content. I feel like I can work my way through a lot of the stuff that I'm going through, and I got this. Like, I feel confident that I can do this. Yeah, so at this point I'm at this mountain and I'm in the gym and I'm about to get up it. Like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna conquer it, and that's gonna be that. But I do have to practice patience. I do have to actually put in work. I want to put in more work spiritually, more time emotionally and mentally. Just really like get myself together and stop rushing things, because I'm rushing things and I'm not even enjoying life now. I'm not figuring out what I'm supposed to figure out now, because I'm trying to figure out stuff for the future. Like, I think what I need to do is take the days day by day. I do want to sit down and plan out some content for this month, because I do want consistency here on my channel, but I do want to make sure that I am inspiring other people, you know, who are struggling with this. I feel like maybe it's like a millennial thing. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like we live in this weird world where everything is just like there. And some people get stuff way quicker. And then some people have to, you know, go through trials and errors to get to certain stuff. And then it's also like, we don't see what these other people go through to get the things that they want. And that's the main thing. It's like, people are only posting their good stuff on social media. Me taking in everybody else's life every day is really distracting me from my own. It's really giving me negative thoughts first thing in the morning, and I need a break. Like, I need a break. It's just too much, and life is not stopping for nobody. So just because life is getting hectic, I can't just stop and wish it slow down, because it's not. So yeah.